There are so many tools that you can use that we can train us on. We talked about Confluence the other time. Confluence and Jira, they are like two twins. Jira is a project management software by Atlassian. It's used globally for planning. When you say you have a project, you want to work on a project, you want to plan it. You know, they say, he who fails to plan has already planned to fail. And so, you want to plan, excuse me, you want to plan for what you want to do. What do we want to build? Oh, we want to build a website. We need to plan for it. What are the host name? Where are we going to host it? What type of features will this website have? What will be the requirements? What will be the features? We need to track, because now people are working from home. So when James says, I'm working from home, Rebecca says, I'm working from home, Oludare says, I'm working from home. So how do we know whether they're actually working or they're just sleeping at home? You need a tool to track. We want to support projects in various industries, either in medical, in entertainment, in health care, in education, in e-commerce, irrespective of your industry. Jira is a global tool. We're going to see it's very robust. You can customize it, the features, to provide visibility. Anytime you hear of Jira, what should come to your mind will be a blackboard. What should come to your mind is a blackboard. A board where things are displayed and everybody can see what is displayed there. It's where teams can now display all they want to work on, and every stakeholder can have access to it and be able to see what they are working on. Please, let's mute ourselves if we're not asking questions, please. It could be used for managing tasks, requirements, or you want to estimate how long. When Ayomide says, I want to do a particular work, please, Ayomide, mute yourself, please. Ayomide Oluwasoya, mute yourself, please. Thank you. It could be used for managing tasks, requirements, estimates, so that when you say, I'm going to do this work, how long will it take you to do it? In order for us to report to the senior stakeholders, when you say backlog, we're going to see some of these things now. Backlog tracking, product roadmap to visualize it, our release planning. When we are saying, how long are we going to release this product? We want to see the roadmap visually in graph. These are things you can use Jira for. And if you are new to the concept of Agile, Agile is a flexible way of enabling change in such a way that customers' needs are met, and it promotes feedback mechanism so that customer can give a feedback. And Scrum is very important in Agile. It's a framework in Agile that enables the teams to define what they want to do, to plan for it, to execute it, and deliver work in iterations. The iterations, that is, small cycle of work, that is, every 1 week, or every 2 weeks, or every 3 weeks, or every 4 weeks, weeks 1 to 4, any of that you can choose, but you have to be consistent. If it is week 1, if it's 1 week sprint, you'll be having 1 week sprint, 1 week sprint, 1 week sprint. So sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4, there'll be 1 week. If your organization is taking 2 week sprint, it will be sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4 will be 2 weeks, each of them. It must be fixed interval. What makes Scrum tick is that it incorporates feedback from stakeholders. Stakeholders can easily bring their opinion. And there are 3 roles that are principally working in any product team: the product owner, the Scrum Master, and the developers. And these 3 roles, what they do is that the product owner is the one that interacts with the users and the customers to understand their needs or their problem. And then he will communicate the things that the customer says. Maybe Onudare is the customer. Oh, I want an e-commerce website that will be able to display my products, that will be able to have where they can see my product items, where they can make payment, where there will be a chatbot on the website. Those are my requirements. So the product owner will communicate this requirement that they have gathered from me. They will communicate it to the developers. And when you hear the word developer, don't let your mind go to somebody who codes. No. Now, with the updated definition of developer in Scrum, everybody that adds value to a product team is a developer. So if you are a marketer, you are the one that is helping us with the marketing of this product, then you are a developer in our midst. If you are a person that does whatever you do that is bringing value, you are a developer. So long as you are not the Scrum Master and you are not the product owner, then you are a developer. Scrum Masters, they are the guys that maintain the principles and facilitate Scrum ceremonies, and they remove impediments or blockers. And developers, they are those cross-functional professionals, they're the ones that do the work. They do the work to deliver a usable product. So that when we are going to be delivering a product, a live product, the developers are the ones that will be building it. And I made this drawing 2 nights ago to capture everything that we're talking about. I made it. This year is our Digital Career Academy. Is a framework that I designed 3 days ago. And I said, let me say just for a minute before we go, because if you go into Jira, if you are new, because some of us are new to some of this terminology, and if I just take us into Jira straight away, some might not know, why am I doing this? What is a user story? What is an epic? What is this? So we need to understand it in case you are new, you are new to it. So what we call product backlog items, it could be requirements, it could be features of the product, it could be functionalities of a product, it could be any of these things. It could be technical work that needs to be done. We break this into epics, which are big chunks, big chunks. I always give a practical example to demonstrate epic for somebody who is a layman or a laywoman. I say epic is, let me ask us this question. Even if you, Ola, mute yourself. Ola, mute yourself, thank you. Even if you are, please guys, mute yourselves, thank you. When you go to a building site, even if you have not been to a building site, let's all try our attempt. This is an open field. I want to use an example of epics and user stories for us. This is an open field. I take an architect or a builder. I take him or her to an open field. And I say, this open field, I want you to help us build a family home on this field. Tell me 4 critical steps, 4 critical activities. Please listen to me. It's a question to all of us. Tell me 4 critical activities that if I perform those 4 things on an empty piece of land that is just a virgin green grass, if we do 4 things, that place will become a home that we can pack our luggages and move inside it. I'm talking about building a house. We want to build a house on that field, but I'm asking us, and I want everybody to attempt it. Put comma after your answer. Put comma after your answer. What are 4 things? Tell me. Break down building of a house. Break it down to 4 things. That when I do those 4 things, the house is completely built, is having everything a house can have, and I can move my items and start living inside it. No, don't give me one by one. Put comma after it. So when you submit your answer, only one answer from one person. So put all the 4 steps logically. That's one of the skills you need to get as a product person. You need to be logical in the sequence of thought. So look at it, think about it. What is the first thing? Okay, comma. What is the second thing? Then comma. What is the third thing? Then comma. What is the 4th thing? That when we do these 4 things, I can move into that building. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Yes, we're having so many of us on this call, so let's be looking at it. Yes, thank you, Christiana. Christiana says design. Oh, sorry, it has scrolled up. Let me just see. Christiana says design, lay foundation, build the structure, and roofing. Thank you. Samiat says foundation, setting of blocks, roofing, and plastering. Thank you. Temi says foundation, construct, put final touches, decorate. Thank you. Bolanle says building plan, foundation, structure, and finishing. And lastly, Lola says design, foundation, structure, erection, fitting, and painting. And Latifat, foundation, structure, roofing, and so many other answers. Thank you, all of you that have given answers. So many of your answers. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And finally, Mercy says clearing of the land, build foundation, build the structure, roof the house, plumbing, and electrical work. All those things that we have said, they are, let me ask us, many of those things that we said, that's the second question. Many of those things that we mentioned, that we put comma, comma, comma after, are they a single task? Each of them, are they a single task or they are a set of tasks? Set of tasks. Mercy, thank you. Opayemi, thank you. Set of tasks. So that is the concept of epic. That is concept of epic. Epic is that chunk like foundation, roofing, plumbing, electrical works, That is how Epic is. And we break down Epic to user stories. So when you are hearing that you have to create an issue in Jira, and you see create an Epic, so that you won't be wondering, which one be Epic itself? Epic is like foundation. If I ask us, foundation of a house, if I ask us, minimum, can we break foundation into three parts? Tell me 3 activities that will be involved in foundation of the house. Put comma in it. The question, sir, is business analyst a developer in the Scrum team? Yes. A business analyst is a member of the developers. Either you're a marketing analyst, a business analyst, a data analyst. So long as you are working, you are contributing value. It's anyone that contributes value to the team. And your title is not Scrum Master, your title is not Product Owner, then you are a developer. That was based on Scrum Guide as revised in 2020 November. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. So you put digging, laying of bricks, filling, laying of bricks, mixing of materials, excavation, reinforcement. So can you see? So that's how you break Epic. You know, Epic, we say foundation. That's how you break Epic down to user stories. And then you will now break user story down to tasks. Sorry, Adiola, mute yourself, please. Adiola. You see, people distract our line of thought by not muting themselves. One of the rules, you want to work remotely. One of the things you must learn is how to mute your mic in a public meeting like this, guys, because you will cause yourself embarrassment. They will have to be calling your name out among the hundreds of people. So please, guys, please mute yourself. You will know when your microphone is unmuted. You can see that it's not having the red mark. Please, everybody, please. Thank you. So that when we are listening to the recording, it will, if you want to listen to it or want to share it with your friends. Okay, guys, thank you. Now, epics, I've used the example as the way we build a house and we break it into parts. The same thing, if it's a website we are building, the same thing, epics will be, let me ask us again as an assignment, because I love engaging people that I coach or I train, so that our attention can be there. Let's ask our question. If we are building a website, what do you think could be the epics in our website? What could be the chunks of what needs to be done to make an e-commerce website to become a reality? Oh yeah, let's think of it, guys. What do you think would be like our epics? What are the key chunks? Just like the building of the house, we broke it down to key chunks. What are those key chunks we can break an e-commerce develop? Because when we decide to go into practical, we might decide to build an e-commerce website. Then we need to create epics for it. Okay, let's look at it. Home page, thank you. Landing page, yeah. Contact us, check out, account registration, login, landing page, UI, yes, keep them coming, guys. Feedback, yes, thank you. User profile, payment gateway, fantastic. The shopping cart, the list of products, the payment method, fantastic. You guys are brilliant. The FAQ, the chatbot, the sign-in page, our product listing, the sign-up, the various features. So can you see? This is what we call epics, like when we are building a website. And then we will now take each of those things. For instance, registration. Or let's say login. Or let's say payment. Payment could now be divided into so many things. Is it funds transfer? Is it payment by card? Is it payment by PayPal? Is it payment by this or by that? We'll now break it down to so many things, and each of them will have its own breakdown of set of tasks. So that is how we break down epics into user stories. So user stories they are now from the user perspective, whereby we are now saying, oh, let's say we are talking about that payment epic. We break it down to payment by PayPal, payment by credit card, payment by debit card, payment by fund transfer. We have broken it down to those things. Now, let's now say, how are we going to write our user story? For instance, you now say, I want to pay with PayPal. How do we do it? Oh, as a customer. Usually, the format of user story is in the format of as a something, as a person, as a user. I want to perform an action. As a user of that product, I want to perform an action so that I can get this benefit. That's how they write user story. Thank you very much, Timmy. As a user, I want to be able to pay with my debit card. That will help the developer to create in debit card. As a customer, I want to be able to make payment easily. If you say that, Bolanle, that is not clear enough. As a customer, I want to be able to make payment easily. What is the definition of making payment easily? Bolanle, can you unmute yourself? Wherever you are, let's converse. This is how we interact in our classes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you doing? Hope your day is good.
I'm very well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I love the fact you put your question. I mean your contribution here. Tell me, what is the definition of making payment easily?
Okay, so the reason I decided to put it as make payment easily is that I thought if I say debit card alone, okay, there are supposed to be different options, right? Debit card, transfer, and every other option.
Yes.
But if I say as a customer, I want to be able to make payments easily, that means I should be able to give the user different options.
Okay.
That is why I put it like that.
Yes, but when you say to make payment easily, one of the rules of the game, you are taking that's your sorry, 1 second. I'll take out of this diagram now. Just 1 second. It will take us to one thing, and I will use it to explain. I'll get us an explanation in best criteria. Now, when you are looking at a user story, guys, a user story usually follows what we call the invest criteria. We can see here. An invest criteria, invest criteria is a user story must be independent, must be negotiable, must be valuable, must be estimable, must be small enough. That is, you break it down to smaller chunks, smaller pieces, and must be testable. So where this your user story fails, the test of it is that, Bolanle, how can I test easy payments?
Okay.
You can see, it is not specific. You don't just like they say goal, has to be specific, measurable. Smart goal has to be measured.
It's not broken down into chunks.
Exactly. So it has to be broken down. So I know what you mean. You want to make payment easily. So you have to say, as a user, I want to be able to make payment in PayPal, and you have indicated PayPal. So that the person who is going to code will go and code for PayPal specifically.
Okay.
It has to be specific, one we can test, one that is independent, not merged with other things, one that is adding a specific value, one that you can estimate when you will finish it, one that is small enough that you don't want in an agile team. You don't want somebody to be saying, what are you doing, Bolanle? Oh, I'm working on the assignment. Day 1. Bolanle, day 2. Alpha, I'm working on it. Day 3. Bolanle Alpha, I'm working on it. Day 4. Alpha, I'm working on it.
Not specific.
That's not, it's not specific. That is not good at all. In Agile, he wants you to break it down to smaller pieces. Oh, what Bonale can finish in 30 minutes, what Bonale can finish in. So let me use an example. You want to cook soup. Don't say just cook the soup. The word just cook the soup is general. Before they even, you can't even say put oil on in the pot. Are they not going to wash the pot? So as small as washing the pot, document it is a task. Washing the pot. Putting on the fire. Because putting on the fire is a work on its own. What if it's a gas cylinder that I will need to fix the head before I do that? It's a task. So you break down everything that needs to be done by the team. You break it down to smaller pieces so that we can quantify the time. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So that's how user story has to be small, has to be independent, so that you don't put and you don't say, as a user, I want to be able to pay with PayPal and credit card. When you are putting that and, what if we have done it that you are able to pay with PayPal, but you are not able to pay with credit card? No, separate them. Don't put and, so that when we do any of them, it will be independent. That is, please don't forget, invest criteria for user stories, everybody. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Bolale, for that. Okay. Thank you for your answers, everyone. As a customer, I want to make payment with my debit card so I can stay cashless always. Fantastic. As a user, I want to make payment with ease. Yes. Can S also be sized appropriately? Yes. The S is small or sized appropriately. Yes, you can say size appropriately. That's the same thing that it is the same thing with being small, so that it is very, very small. It's not huge something. Okay. Adeola, do you want to ask a question? I've muted you once. Your mic is on again. Do you want to ask a question?
No, sorry about that.
Okay, thank you. So we are going on back to our slide. Sorry, apologies. Okay. And so from here, from that item of the product backlog, I only use that to show us this, because what we are training, we want to train you properly, guys, so that once you know this training, it becomes part of you once and for all in life. Okay, from that point, from epic to user story, we break it down to tasks, and you attach the diagrams, either flow diagrams, either use case diagram, whatever diagram that will help the developers to understand. And then the product owner will order these items, will be refining them. That's what they call grooming before, but we don't use the word grooming again because of the negative side of grooming people online. So they use refinement now. They refine the backlog. And so we order it, the product owner will be saying, based on the value, this is number one. Please, let's mute ourselves. Oluwaseun, I will mute everybody. Okay, let me mute everybody. Why I omitted everybody is that so that people can ask questions when they have questions. But people are not controlling their mic and it's interrupting. Okay, so the product owner is there to order the items based on importance, guys. You say this is number one. Oh, that's our customer in Bagi. Oh, that's our customer in Ogunpa. Oh, that's our customer in Ujelegba. They requested for this. They said it is finished in stock. They need to get this urgently. So put it in number one. So the product owner is the one that ordered all the items that the team will be working on. And the ones that are with all the details, they are on top here. They're on top here. The ones that are ready to be worked on. Then the bigger ones that are not urgent, that we have not broken down, they are at the bottom. And then the team now come into one of the agile scrum ceremonies that we call sprint planning. And they gather together to say, of all these items that this product owner has refined, How many of them can we select to work on in this sprint? And they can say that, oh, we can only do this 4 or this 5. When they select those 5, then they will attach a goal to it to say, this is the goal of this sprint. This is what I want to achieve this sprint. And then they can go on, they start working together during that sprint. And every day they're having 15 minutes daily scrum. And at the end of the sprint, they are having a sprint review where stakeholders will look at what they have done. And then it becomes an increment if it meets the definition of done. That is, this is the acceptance criteria, this is the quality criteria. This is the quality criteria that will tell us whether that item is ready. And then when they finish this sprint review, where we have the team and the user and the stakeholders, they're all in the sprint review. Then only the team will now go and have the lessons learned. This is like a lessons learned meeting where they can now review their operations and see what they have done, whether there are areas of improvement. I hope that is clear, guys. And after the sprint retrospective, then another sprint begins. That's why they say they work in iterations. Okay. Mute everybody. Just 1 second. Let me look for my mute button. I'm trying to find the people who are, yeah, is Ayomide one? Ayomide, are you? Ayomide, please mute yourself because I'm trying to mute you. I think you are on Ayomide Oluwasonya, please mute yourselves. Ayomide Oluwasonya, please mute yourself. I'm trying to mute the person is not. Okay, thank you. So now we've done the practical demonstration. Now is the next. We've done all the discussion so that when you see user story, when you see Epic, when you see anything, you won't think twice. Incidentally, there was a video that I made for this purpose, but I think we didn't share the link earlier. And let me see if I could get it out for anybody that wants to go and listen to it at your own time. I think I shared it earlier, but for some reason it didn't get its way out. It will have helped us. It will have made this just 1 second. Just 1 second. Yeah, I sent this out. You can click on it so that you can look at it after this program. You can look at it later on. It will walk you through certain things because there are some things I won't be able to do tonight. I've sent the link. We can click on that link. You can watch it later after this training. So that if there's any point within that we wouldn't go into tonight because of time. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. I made that overnight for us comprehensively so that we could all. Just 1 second. Give me a second. I'm trying to open a board. Okay. I've sent that link to us. So let's continue. Now, you know, I sent a link earlier today that I say everybody should be ready with their boards. So everybody log into your Jira. Log into your Jira, everyone. If you have logged into your Jira, the one I created for this program now, I said, okay, practicaltraining.atlassian.net. Everyone, if you have logged onto your Jira, because I sent the notification out earlier. If you have logged to your Jira, put yes on the chat. Thank you very much for those. Barbara, thank you. Regina, Yetune, thank you. That video that I sent, that video I just sent now, please, everyone click on it so that you can watch it later. Click on it so that you can watch it later. It's aimed at equipping us. I've sent it in case for those that are saying that you send it again. I've sent it now. Please click on it and you watch it later after this program. Okay. And please, don't forget to help us if you find value in any of these videos. Like the videos and subscribe for more interesting topics. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Che. Say God bless you, sir. This is so valuable. Thank you very much. Okay, everyone, if you have logged to your Jira, please put yes on the chat. If you have logged to your Confluence and Jira, put yes so that we can know where to continue. Yes. Yes, thank you. This is just about, okay, less than 30 I've logged on. I want as many of us that have logged on put yes so that we can know. Because I don't want to start from, please, can I get the link to log on to the Jira? Oh, okay. That's why I sent that link earlier so that we won't have to start from that scratch again. Okay. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, you didn't get the link. Okay, give me a second. I shared the link on the platform earlier before our meeting. Give me a second. Just 1 second. Can the platform? No, I'll get it for us. Just give me a second. Okay, I've gotten it. Copy the link. Okay, that's the link I just shared now. I just shared the link on the chats. I just shared the link on the chats. Sorry, let me plug this. Let me plug my system. Just give me a second. Okay. I've shared it now. Am I on course? So get started. Yes, if you get started, okay. Because this tonight is dedicated to this Jira. Okay, let me walk us. But I will have avoided this. That's why I sent it earlier so that I can save us some time. But okay, Bolanle, okay, you can unmute.
Yes, sir. I want to confirm something, sir.
Yes.
I didn't get this link earlier today, but I started working on my Confluence today. So I want to know if it's the same or this is a separate link entirely.
Okay, if you have worked on your Confluence, you are on the right path.
Okay.
So let me now show us what is next. Okay, good. If you have worked on your Confluence, you are on the right path, guys. Okay. Now, let me share my screen again. Now, if you are on your Confluence, everyone, if you are on your Confluence, the thing now is, if you are on your Confluence, just 1 second. I think some people are still asking how they will join this meeting. Just 1 second. Let me just copy this and post. I think some people did not join this. Okay, I've pasted it on this on the call again for those that are yet to join. Okay. If you are here on this page, click on the hamburger on the top left, everyone. Click on the hamburger on the top left, everyone that is here, and select the Jira software. Select the Jira software. Select your Jira software. Select your Jira software. Okay, please share the link again. I just shared the link now. Just 1 second. Copy link. Okay, I've shared the link. But if you have logged onto your Jira before, if you have logged to your Confluence before, if you have logged, I just shared the link now. If you have logged on to Confluence before, you are already on the right path. If you were in the first training I did, then you remember when we created that conference. If you have created it before, then that will still be good. That's what you need. Confirm. Anoye, have you can answer on the chat. Have you, were you in any of the training before where I shared a link? Yes, yes. If so, when I ask you to create your own, because I didn't want us to start from the scratch again today, that's why I sent this thing earlier. Okay. Click on that link. Click on that link. This is your first training. Okay. Okay. Please, everyone, I'll take the next 5 minutes to quickly. Please, anyone that is this your first training, please pay attention. Please, because of our time, we can't afford to waste time on this. Please, anyone that this is your first training, please pay attention. Please, otherwise everything we'll do tonight, you won't be able to do it with us. That's the problem. Okay, pay attention, please. The link I shared now, the link I shared now, if this is your first training, this is the link I shared now. Okay? Now, for those that are having the first training, select conference. Just select this conference. Are you with me? Noye or Hopkins, are you with me? Can you see the conference? Yes, okay. Click on that conference, only that. Scroll down and click next. Click next. Please, Samiat, mute yourself. Please, Samiat, mute yourself, please. Thank you. So, put your personal email. Even though it says work email, put your personal email there. Put your personal email. For those that this is their first training, put your personal email there. Put your personal email and scroll down and agree. Put your personal email and agree. It will tell you that you have sent a mail to your, a message to your mailbox. Go and check your mailbox. Check your spam messages. Check your mailbox for the message. Then, when you click on that message, it may ask you to set a password. Set that password. That is for those that are new. Once you pass this level, because if I do it now, it will create another account for me and I don't need to create another account. Somebody is saying I should send the Jira link again. Guys, you need to follow us now. We are not going to make progress at this rate. I've sent the link 3 times. It means people are not following. The people that are asking now, it means you are not with us. Let me send it again. Please, let's focus, guys. Let's focus. This is the link now. I've just sent it again. This is the link. Can one of you that just came today, can one of you agree to share your screen? Those that just come today, can one of you agree to share your screen? Can you indicate? Anyone? But make sure you have closed everything on your screen so that we don't want to see your personal items. Can one of you that just came today share your screen so that we use it to walk you through so that it will be faster for us? Put it in the chat, please. Anyone? Otherwise, I'll go on. Anyone? Okay, let's go on. No, guys, I've asked that one of you should share your screen. It will be easier for, if it's taking longer for you, refresh your, Jumal. Okay, let me make you presenter. Refresh for those that are giving those error, refresh your browser. Is your internet. Refresh your browser. If it's taking longer than expected, refresh your browser or, refresh your browser. Okay. It is refusing as it's only the host that can share. Yes, you can't just start sharing. I will have to stop sharing before you can share. Let me stop sharing. So make sure there's nothing personal on your screen, please, so that we don't see your personal item. I've stopped sharing now. Okay, you can share your screen. You can share your screen. I've stopped sharing now. I've stopped sharing now because the person that says want to share screen, guys, let's work together now. The person that wants to share screen. You're still seeing the same message. I think you will have to grant that person. Okay. Okay, just hold on. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Apologies. Yeah. I've granted you sharing. Try to share now. Try to share. No, I've done something else. Try to share now. Regina, try to share. Yes. Oh, no, you are on phone. If you are on phone, guys, these trainings are not to be on phone. It's not something, because there are some of these things that it will be slow. If you are on phone, it will be, you see, that's the problem. If call is coming in. So those are the problem with phone. Put your work email there. Then now, okay, just hold on there, hold on. So if you are at this point, guys, this point where it says, welcome back, then put a name of your site. What do you want to call your site? Call it a name, any name you like, anything. Name of your car, of your anything you like, anything. Yeah, but no space. So if it is Jumael, you want to call it, yeah. It says that name exists because that's a name that more than one person might be bearing that name. So you might put Juma 123. It's up to you. It has to be small letter. Small letter. Yeah, you see, because it's a small letter now, it's accepted. Yeah, agree. Agree. Please, for those that are new today, follow us so that we don't repeat this process for anyone. So when it shows you what type of team do you want, skip the question, please. Skip the next question. Skip the next question. It's loading your site now. You are good. It's loading, just hold on. It's loading your site. Okay, for the rest of us, we'll soon be up and running now. Just give this person 1 or 2 minutes. Please, the training will be having, because our trainings are practical. If possible, unless if it is not possible, if possible, be on your computer, guys, because a lot of things we need to do, they are practical. Okay, now projects are connected. So here, now type the name of your project. Type the name you want to call your project, guys. Type the name, call it anything, whatever thing you like. All these things are your personal preferences, anything you like. Name of your site. You can't be calling it your personal name all along. You can call it anything. Name of a car, name of a city, name of so many things. Don't be calling things your personal name, guys. Yeah, if it is RDJ, then next. Anything. Yeah, nice. You're all set up. Now, go to app. So I think you are good now. You need to now get it, cloud, yeah, because you're on phone. This will not happen to those that are on the computer. So don't expect you will be having the, click on get so that you get the attention. Yeah. Okay, I can stop sharing. That's your, it will need to download that now for you, and then it will open that. But really, it should be on computer. It will be easier. Okay, but at least you are sorted now. Any other person that is on computer that want to share their screen? Anybody that is on computer? Otherwise, I would continue from here. Okay, your site is starting up. Okay, good. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Can I hear on the chat if just 1 second? Yes. Okay. Make it big. Yeah, make it big. Yeah, fantastic. Now, you should have something like this. Explore by myself. Explore by myself here. Everyone, let's go. Yes. Now, X out on the top right. X out. Yeah, the other right on the right. Yeah, that thing that looks 2 arrow. Yeah, click on it here to collapse that. Yeah, good. Now, so you can see now, because we have created boards. I mean, we have created, don't forget, I said Jira is like a blackboard. Because we have created epics and user story, we have talked about it. You understand what it means now? Now, everybody. Okay. Now, let's create, we have created a project. So this project that this person that yesterday created now is called Kids KRIT board. That's the name of our project, KRIT. Like, okay. Now, this board, one thing I'll say to us is this. If the board does not have on the left, move your cursor on the left, Keaton. If your board does not have, move it a little bit down, a little bit, yeah. If it does not have the word sprint, if you cannot see the word sprint at all on the area where the board is, roadmap board, around that area, if you cannot see the word sprint, it means you are on a Kanban board. You are on a Kanban board. Kanban is when your work is continuous workflow. You are not working in sprints. You are just doing continuous workflow. This is a Kanban board. Now, let us all create a Scrum board now. Everybody, let's create a Scrum board. Everybody, click on the drop down by projects. Click on the drop down by projects. The drop down, yes. Everybody, that drop down, yes. Everybody click on that and click on create a project. Everybody, let's all select Scrum. Let's all select. So before you select Scrum, you can see on the left, before you select Scrum, you can see on the left, see software development, service management on the left. On the left, yes. Scroll down here, you see service management, marketing, HR, finance, design, personal, operation, legal. Jira could be used in any industry, construction, any industry. But for this example, we want to use one in a software environment. That's why we are taking Scrum board. If you are in any other, let's say you are in legal, you are in operation, you want to create a board. Don't forget, like I said, a board is like normal blackboard where they write things for everybody to see. So it is for visibility. Don't forget, visibility. So under the software development, now we have taken Scrum. On the right, select use template. So you can see, it said teams that work in regular interval and they work towards achieving a goal. They are the people that use Scrum. And you have two options, team manage or company manage. Let's select company manage because we want to interact with other departments. Everybody select company manage. Now call your project a name. Maybe name of a car, name of anything. Don't be calling things your personal name, guys. There are so many names in this world than your personal name. Call it name of a car, name of a street, name of a car, name of an item, name of a process, name of anything. Tesla, good. Rather than calling your names. Yeah, Tesla. So if you have done it this way, click next. Click next. So here he wants to know whether I should create a conference page for this Jira project. Are you seeing now, guys? It says you want to connect your project so that you want to connect it to a conference space. You know, we talked about conference the other time. Okay. There was another video, you are lost. I've not done anything now, so how can you be lost now? I've not even done anything. Okay. Just 1 second. Prudence, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
So I'm one of those that joined today. I just created the account.
Okay.
Yes, from that project place, he said we should click on the project and then software development. I think I lost it from there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's the person showing the screen, you can stop share. Are you able to share your screen? Prudence.
No, sir. I can't.
Okay.
Share
right so what do you say? Because it becomes very difficult to be able to know what your screen is showing. Where are you then? What is next? What is showing?
I've clicked on projects.
Okay.
I clicked on software development.
Okay. And on the right, can you see Kanban and Scrum?
Yes.
Select Scrum.
Okay. Okay.
When you select Scrum, click next.
Okay.
and then select company managed at the bottom right. Select company managed. Okay. If you select company managed, then it should create, it should be in this type of page for you.
Okay. It's loading slowly. So okay. I'm on Scrum now. Then
Okay.
company manage.
No, it's okay. Company manage. What's the next thing?
I'm not seeing next.
Okay.
It's loading. It's so slow. I'll get it. No problem.
No, just hold on. This is a practical class, so just hold on.
Okay.
What is it showing?
It's showing is loading. The company manager, I've clicked on it. It's not okay. It's showing me add project details now.
Okay.
Yes. Add project details. You can then name.
Okay, call it a name. Just call it a name. Let's say you want to call it Tesla. Just for the fun of it, call it Tesla.
Okay.
Next.
All right.
Yes. What's the next thing?
Oh, it's still network. Okay. I'm at the place where your screen is now.
Okay,
Connect
fantastic.
your project.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because when I train, one thing I always try to do is that, just like Liverpool, you don't leave anyone behind. You don't walk alone, sort of a thing, We want to try to make sure that we carry everybody along,
Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Is there any other person that is lost? But please make sure you are following us so that, okay, if your app is not opening, Damilola, are you on phone? Because if you are on phone, I'm afraid I can't really do much. I'm lost. No, okay, for those that are lost, how many people are lost now? I can move to, okay, if you are not on a computer, I would just advise you watch, because if you are just going to go and bring computer now, we have gone through a lot of steps. Please, guys, when you are going for a practical training, don't be on the phone. Don't be on the phone, please. Okay, I'm a computer but lost. Okay, Tony, show on.
Yes,
okay, show your screen.
Thank you, sir.
The person showing screen, you can pause your screen. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Okay,
So
you are good. Make it large. Yes. If you are here, guys, if you are here, you are good. You are good. Just click on skip. Everybody, type here. Click on skip. Now, this is you are on a. Sorry, please mute yourselves, guys. Please. Oh. Guys, you are not. Deborah, Ademo, please. Oh. Sorry, guys. Okay. You are on a board now, but this is not the board we wanted. The board we wanted is a Scrum board. You are on a Kanban board. Like I said, there are two types of boards in software environment. The Kanban board, they are both boards, but Kanban board is for teams that are working in continuous flow, like conveyor belts. I give you this, you pass it to this person, you pass it to this person. That type of flow, that's Kanban board approach. But if your work entails you brainstorming, you don't know the next step, you are thinking, how are we going to get to the next level? If that type of project is what you're working on, that you don't know, a lot of unknowns, then you use a Scrum board. Okay, so change the template here now. To change the template, the person we are looking at the screen, I'm trying to find your name. Tony. Now, Tony, click under more templates at the center. More templates at the center. Yes. Yes. Select Scrum. That's the one we want. Yes. Now, call it a name. any name, Tesla. You can call it Tesla, you can call it Volvo, you can call it a Toyota, anything. Okay. Now, everybody, this is where we are, guys. Scrum, make sure it's a Scrum board. You are creating everyone. Now, create.
Yes.
Okay. I think for those that are lost, we have found everybody now, I believe. Okay. Now, skip. Click on skip here. Fantastic.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
You have your board now. Explore by myself. Okay. Now, is everybody here now, apart from those that are on phone? Because if you're on phone, the process is to go back is longer. So, okay. Now, if you are here now, everyone, you can't even sign to Jira. Don't worry. Anybody that can't sign to Jira is a longer process now because we can't go back to that beginning of signing. You watch it, yes. When you watch it, then you'll be able to get along. Yes. In the interim, for those that cannot, for those that are lost, I sent a link earlier that you can watch at a later time after this session. Click on this link, this YouTube, if you have not clicked on it. Click on this YouTube if you have not clicked on it. I just sent it now. It will consolidate what I'm doing at the moment later on. Okay, you can watch it later. You can just put it aside on your system, but open it. Yes, okay, good. Now, everybody, we are here now. Everybody, we are here now. Okay. Just 1 second. Please try to subscribe. Try to subscribe, please. For us, it's the only way we can say we can supply us with more videos on this later on. Okay, good. Now, everybody is here. Fantastic. This is you are still on Kanban board. This is still Kanban board because we can't see on the left. You know, you can't see sprint. I have said the way you can distinguish between a Kanban board and a Scrum board is on the left-hand side, left-hand side, left hand, left hand, left. Yes. If you cannot see.
Okay.
Okay. For those that are still asking, okay, let me take over the screen. For those that are still asking where they will find it, let me take over the screen. Okay, just hold on. Let me take over the screen. Yes. Okay. This is a video I was asking us to watch. It's a Jira tutorial. I made this overnight just for this, for the purpose of this training. Sorry. Just 1 second. Okay. Now, when you are here, let me go back to this. When you are here now, guys, when you click on a project, create a project, when you are on software development, you see Kanban and Scrum. I wanted us to create Scrum board. And I said, use templates. And I said, select company managed project. And here, call it any name. Let's say we call it Tesla, like you guys said. Me, I always add like 1, 2, 3, just to make it unique to the key. The key, you cannot change it again after you have created it. You can customize it before you create it like this, but once you have created it, you can't change it again. I do next, make sure it's a Scrum board. You can see it here. I don't want Kanban board, Scrum board, company managed. Okay, here now, if you are here, there is no project called Tesla, but it's now asking you, should I create a space in Confluence for your board so that you are in Kanban board, but system will automatically create equivalent for you in Confluence? I said, okay, create a space. And I say connect. You see the reason later on. It has switched from Jira to Confluence now. It's creating Tesla in Confluence. You say your work is now connected. That is, it's connecting my work in Jira to Confluence. Don't forget I mentioned that the two are like twins. Okay. So you say you can access your connected work in the page, in the codes, and on call tabs. Go to project. So now we are all here now, guys. We are all here now, guys. Let me find out. Let me find out. Please, Iyanu, at any point in time, if you have any message for me, please feel free to put it in the chat so that I can respond. That's if you, or you can unmute yourself because individuals can unmute themselves. That's if Iyanu has any message for me. Thank you. So you see here, this is what I'm saying, active sprint. Anytime you do not see the word active sprint, it means you are not on the Scrum board. If I open another project, let's say this Tesla, if I open this practical demo now, or let's say I create another project, Kanban, use template, managed. Let's assume I call it Tesla Kanban. Tesla Kanban 1, 2, 3. So that you see the two of them side by side. He's asking, do you want me to create another whatever? I already created Tesla Kanban. I don't need to. So, and if you want, connect. You create that Tesla Kanban for you, okay? You see, these guys are doing a great job, and this is a free tool. I mean, they are giving it to us to use. So now, let me now put right-click here, duplicate, so that I can put them side by side to show us something. In the drop-down or projects, in the drop-down, we can see Tesla Kanban and the other Tesla. I want to show you how you can know whether you are on a Kanban board or a Scrum board. Pay attention, everybody, please. You can see here, there is no word called sprint. There is no word called sprint. All you can see is roadmap, Kanban board, and reports. This is a Kanban board. There is no word sprints here. Look at the other one. You can see active sprints. Anyone that has active sprints, it's a Scrum board. Please, can we tell in the chat if you understand the difference between the two now? Let me repeat. Anyone that has active sprint is a Scrum board. Scrum board. Anyone that does not have active sprints, you see here, it's a Kanban board. Fantastic. Fantastic. Don't forget, when we were starting, we talked about something little by little. That's how knowledge increase. You know something today, you know one tip tomorrow, one tip tomorrow, one tip tomorrow. That's how you become a guru. You know that one now. if you see a Jira board, instead of you to be asking, is this a Jira board? Is it a Kanban board? Is it a Scrum board? Just look at this left-hand side. If you cannot see the word sprint, know that it's a Kanban board. Because the one that has the word sprint, active sprint, is a Scrum board. Okay. Active sprint is equal to Scrum board. Without sprint, Kanban board. Fantastic. Nemo. So that's good. Mine is not showing any, sir. Tony.
Yes, sir. The one we created just now is not showing either Canva or Sprint, sir.
Refresh. Are you on the page where you can see your work, project, filter? Are you on that top of the page?
What I'm seeing, yes, I showing roadmap, backlog, board. That's just all I have.
Roadmap, backlog, you are on the Kanban board. Roadmap,
Okay, sir.
you are on the Kanban board. Click everybody. Let everybody create. Now, let me give you an assignment now. Okay, everybody create a Scrum board. And when you put the title, put Scrum in front of it. Whatever name you call it, put dash Scrum. Everybody create a Scrum board. How do you create a board? Go to projects. You click on that project like this. You see, create a project. Create a project. That's how you create the boards. Everybody create a Scrum board. If you have created your own, put Scrum in the chat. Everybody create a Scrum board. You click on the drop down by project, go to create a project, call it any name you want, but make sure you put dash Scrum in front of it. And once you have created that, put Scrum, yes. Bolanle, Yinka, Oma, Easy, yes. If you have created yours, yes. Noye, Damilola, yes. So those that have created Scrum board now, that is to create a board, click the downward arrow by project, go to create a project like this, select Scrum, next, call it a name, make sure you put Scrum in front of the board. What error message do you have, Nemo? Let me see. You can't view templates. You can't view templates to create a project. You give you permission to create project, but you don't have permission to view project template. No, because I think you are creating, you are touching templates. Look at it. You click something. Probably you click. See, look at my screen. Probably you clicked on this project template. That's why. That's why you were clicking on templates. So instead, what we say you should do is click the downward arrow by project, come to create a project, then select Scrum. So it shouldn't give you that error. So close that error and follow the step I mentioned again. Thank you. Okay, done. So as many of us that have done the Scrum board, let's now go into our next activity. Okay, now everybody, you see the create that is on top here. That's how we create our epics and user story. Okay, yes, it doesn't matter even when it's keep that, no worries. Now, everyone go to your Scrum board, click on backlog here. You can see it's saying that if you look at the message, click on backlog, everybody that is on the Scrum board, click on backlog. Let's all create an epic now. You know, it says our sprint. You see, it said plan your team's work. The backlog in your team to-do list is your team's to-do list. Create 3 issues. Everything you need to do to develop a product in Jira is called issues. Take note. Everything you need to do is called issues. Either it is An epic, whenever you hear epic, remember my analogy of foundation work, putting the wall, the roof, plumbing. That is chunks, registration, payment gateway, product listing. Those are chunks, they are epics. Now, he said we cannot create a sprint. Why? Because we don't have any issues. See, create a sprint. Now, see, it says, if I say create a sprint, it said 0 issues. There is no issue. So let us create an issue now, guys. Everybody click on backlog. Click on backlog on the left here, backlog. Make sure you are on active sprints. You are on the Scrum board. Okay. Can you hear me, guys? Somebody say I can't hear you. Can you hear me, guys? Can anyone confirm you can hear me? Yes. Okay. Barbara, I think it's your microphone. So Barbara, you may log out and log in. Barbara, you may log out and log in again. Okay. Barbara, you can log out and log in again. Okay, everyone, make your cursor is on backlog. You see epics and version. You see epic and version. So everybody click on epic. Everybody click on epic. Everybody click on epic. Click on epic. Click on epic, everyone. Then click on create an epic. Click on create an epic. Okay, Oluwaseun, your hand is raised. Yes? Can you talk? Oluwaseun.
Yes, sir. So sorry. I had issues with my network, so it logged me out. What I can see is when you showed us connect your projects, where it's showing that your connected tools are Confluence Cloud, add tools. That's where I am.
You can skip that and click next. You can skip that and click next.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Any other person raising hand? Kolawole. Kolawole. Kolawole, we can't hear you. We can't hear you if you are speaking. We can't hear you at all. We can't hear you at all, Kolawole. You can type your message. We can't hear you, Kolawole. Okay, Chinwe. Chinwe.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I followed the steps here you told us. I did it twice, created my project, but I cannot see the active sprint. And I ensure that I click the Scrum template.
Okay. Yeah, same here.
Okay, click on projects. Click on projects. The drop down by project. Click on view all projects. View all projects.
I've done that.
View all projects.
I'm viewing them.
So how many projects can you see now?
I have 4 different projects we have created, try by error to see which one.
Okay, so in that wise, it might be that you have not created a Scrum board, a Scrum project. So in that wise, create a new project now. Click on create project. You can see it on your top right now. Click on create project and put -Scrum in front of that one that is now Scrum now. Select Scrum and select company-wide and put -Scrum in front of the name.
Okay, so I click create project, then there's this software development project template.
Yes, software development. You see in front of software development, you see Kanban and Scrum. Select Scrum.
Scrum.
Yes.
Yes. Then I click use template.
Use template.
Okay.
And select company managed.
Okay, company managed.
Yes.
That's where I got from. I selected
no, if you select team managed, it has limited functionalities. It's just what the team use within the team.
Okay, yeah, I've selected company managed.
Yes.
Put the name and the key.
Yes.
And I click next.
You click next, yes. You click next. Yes.
Then I connect it to the Confluence Cloud.
A Confluence Cloud, you may connect to Confluence Cloud, yes.
We have completed it and it's creating it right now. And go back to project. Okay, it has active sprint now. I think it's all of the company manager.
Okay. I think some people have, so I think you are sorted now, Kola Ole. Okay. Chinwe, over to you. Chinwe. Chinwe.
Good evening, everyone. Okay,
Good.
I'm having issues, same issues, but I'm trying to follow the steps you just gave now to create my Scrum board. I can't create the board.
What can you see?
On my screen, I'm seeing I've clicked the drop button on projects. It's showing me view all projects.
Click on create project. Click on create project. Yes,
And
like this.
so project template, my file left.
Yes.
So I click software.
No, can you see Scrum on your right at the center? Scrum.
No, there's no Scrum.
No, what is on your left? What is selected? Is it software development that is selected?
Work management.
No, now, did I ask you to go to work management? I say select software development.
Yes, I've done that and I've clicked on Scrum.
Okay. Click on Scrum and then use templates.
Okay, use templates. Okay.
Yes. We didn't go to all those work management. We didn't go there at all. I only told you that there are different other segments. If you want to use it for work management, you want to use it for marketing, you want to use it for HR. I'm just explaining that you can use all those other ones for other purposes. But for this purpose, we want to do software development. So use template.
I've clicked on use templates.
Okay. Company managed. Company managed.
Okay.
Call it a name and put dash Scrum in front of the name. Call it a name and put dash in front.
All right. So I will, the company manager will be off, right?
No, select company managed.
Okay, I've selected it. It's loading.
Okay.
My name.
Yep. No, not your name. Name of your project. Maybe you want to call it Volvo. You can call it any name. Volvo, Toyota. It's up to you. Anything.
Call it a crop hub. Okay. Crop hub dot. What is I should put after it?
No, I didn't say dot. I didn't say dot. I say, for instance, if you want to call it Volvo, dash. I said dash Scrum. Like this. So that when you see the board in the name, you can notice a Scrum board. That's why I said put dash Scrum.
Okay.
Okay,
also,
and then
right.
And then next.
Okay. Should they all be in small letter?
You can make this, you can make it all in capital or anything. No load in that one.
Okay, I've clicked next. It's loading.
Yes.
I'm on the page where it says connect your projects, connect your tools.
Yes, you can click on connect. It will create an equivalent. Okay, connect.
All right.
It's connecting and it's creating that one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so go to project, click go to project. So we have sorted the questions. You can put down your hands, guys. People that have their hands up, you can put down the hands now so that we know where we are. Chinwe and Kola Wole, you can put down your hands since I think you've been sorted. Yeah, good. Okay. Now, we are here now, guys. Go to backlog, everyone. Chinwe, I believe I've sorted you out. Hello, Chinwe. Hello, Chinwe. Okay, let's continue.
I'm sorted. Please try to
Okay,
get
lower
my-
your hand. Lower your hand. Okay, it's down. Okay, now click on backlog, everyone. So let's create an epic. Everybody click on epic. Click on epic. I know you can't be asking where is backlog now. If you are on that Scrum something, look at it on the left, guys. Please follow me now. We have discussed this earlier. See here on the left-hand side, backlog, and I say active sprint. That's how you can know this is a Scrum board, guys. You know, because I want us to make progress. There are some things we want to do, but we've not moved. Okay, good. Click on backlog, everybody. Click on backlog. Then you can see epics. Under that epics, click on create epic, everyone. Where's epic? Epic is, see my cursor now. When you're in backlog like this, you see epic, see version and epic. Select epic. Click on create epic, everyone. Click on epic. Whenever you see epic, like I said, foundation, roofing, there are big chunk of things that need to be broken down. So there are 4 types of, you can see, my board is called Volvo. Your board will be anything it is. So everything about what the team need to work on, they are called issues. So we have epic as an issue. We have user story as an issue. We have bugs, which is software error, as an issue. We have tasks as an issue. So everybody select epic. Let's all call our epic registration. Let's call it registration, everybody. Always make your epic capital. Let's call it registration. In the summary, still call it the same thing, registration. We have created an epic now. Registration. Click on the create another issue so that I can replicate it for us. Let's create another one. Click on create. Click on create. Click on create. Now, the second one, because the first one you click on create, it has created it. The second epic, scroll up to be sure it's epic. The registration, call it login. Call it login. The second something, call it login. Call it login. And click on create once. That's the second issue. You can see 2 issues created. But because I tick this, it will keep creating another one for me. I don't want another one again. Now I untick. On the third one, untick. And call the third one payment. Payment. Everybody. Epic 3. Call it payment. So we created registration, we've created login, and we created payment. On the third one, untick, we create another issue and create. Everyone. Everyone. So under your epic, click on the thing under registration here so that I can close that thing that looks like a small V. Click on it so that you can see the 3 display like this. If you can see your 3 issues, you know, like I said, they are all issues. Like they say somebody has issue, you know, you have an issue, something like that. Everything you need to create in Jira is called an issue. That is everything the team need to work on to deliver the product. Okay. Now, okay, I should take the epic from the start. Okay, maybe. Okay. I say, click on your backlog. Click on your backlog. You will see around this area where my cursor is, you will see epic. Click on that epic and you will see create epic. Click on create epic. Someone says, you're very patient, sir. Thank you. Because Ah. We thank God. Okay, guys. Okay. So when you click on Epic, it will add the name of your project that you created. So call that Epic. Make sure it is Epic that is selected here. I told us there are 4 different types of issues: Epic, user story, bugs, and tasks. So as you select Epic, scroll down, call it registration, then repeat the name here, registration, and create. Do the second one, call it login, repeat the name under summary, and create. The third one, payment, summary 2, payment, and create. That's what I ask everybody to create. So yours should look like this. Please, when is the class supposed to end? See, I don't know. I'm not even looking at time. It's supposed to end around this time now, see, but because we haven't finished, there's something I want us to still do before we go. So I might take the next 10 minutes, guys. Let's take the next 10 minutes, please. Please focus now, guys, so that we can finish in the next 10 minutes. I want us to finish something. Okay, don't let it end, Obiko. Okay. So, guys, now we have 3 epics. Let's now create one user story under the epics. One user story under the epics. So see now, guys, under the registration, click on the registration. Click on the registration, everybody. Click on the registration. You can see it says create issue in Epic. Create issue in Epic. Click on that create issue in Epic, everyone. Under your registration, click on create issue in Epic. It's the same thing like before, but this time around we want to choose, instead of Epic in the drop down, choose story, which is user story. User story. The status is to do. You can see this is now different from Epic. You can see it has more details. In the summary is registration. Let's call it, don't forget the pattern, the format to write user story. So everybody now, as a user, I want to register so that I may create a profile. As a user, I want to register. Don't forget, format of user story is something. Who is the person? As a user, as a customer, as a professor, as a driver, as a carpenter. I want to do something. I want to register. What is the action? I want to register. So that what? I can get a particular benefit. That's the format of a user story. Okay. Everyone, copy the same thing. Go and paste it under the details. Under the description, I mean. Scroll down to under description. Paste it. Now, attachments. Assuming we have a drawing that we want to use to give to the developers so that they can have further clarity. That's what we put in that attachment. For the purpose of teaching us now, you can download any picture on your system to use as attachment. But for the purpose of this, let's assume you already have a picture. Watch me now. Under the attachment, I want to attach a process flow, a flow chart diagram, because developers, they like diagrams to know what I'm trying to say. I click on browse, watch me now. I go to downloads, and let's assume this image flow chart. I click on that flow chart and I open. It has brought that picture. Don't worry to do that. You can do that later when you are practicing, because you have not downloaded any image before, so you might be looking for an image. But if you have any image on your laptop, you can use it. Just click on browse and go and select any image, just any photo. Let's say it's a flowchart diagram. And now you scroll down. Here now, don't forget when we're talking about our user story, we said it must be testable. It must be testable. This is where you put the acceptance criteria. The acceptance criteria. So everybody in capital, type acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria. Please follow me, please. Acceptance criteria. In the place where you, under description, this is all I do. I only selected story. I didn't put anything in the to-do. It's a to-do task. I didn't change it. And I went to summary. I put as a user, I want to register so that I may create a profile. And I say, copy the same thing and paste under, don't worry about the attachment if you don't have a picture. I say, copy the same thing and paste under description. As a user, I want to register so that I may create a profile. And then type acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria is what helps us to be able to test requirements, to be able to test what the customer wants, whether it meets the condition, is a condition that must satisfy the customer. And if you want to create a profile, what are the conditions? For instance, that is where under acceptance criteria, see, we are going gradually deeper now. We are going gradually deeper. So pay attention, please. As acceptance criteria, that's where you do the, what we call the Gherkin syntax. The Gherkin syntax. That's where you have what they call, given a condition, given a situation, when a certain condition is met, then the system should do this. That's what it means by given, when, then, which they call the Gherkin syntax. If this is your first time, don't worry. When you are listening to the video again, it will be clearer, because I can't explain this more than this, because if it is your first time, it might look strange, but it's not difficult. Yes, sir, is this class the same with the YouTube video you sent? No. The YouTube video has it has a lot of what we're talking about. Yes, I did something that looks like this exactly in that YouTube video. In that YouTube video I sent. So you can watch it. Yes, that YouTube video, I went into this explanation in that YouTube video too. Okay. So, given that I can, this is the only thing that should be capital now. Given that I am on your website, when I click on register icon, then I should be able to enter my personal details. You see, that's the condition that will help us test the functionality of register. That's the condition that will help us to test the functionality of register. I can make it bold. See, bold. Yeah, I highlight it. I highlight it and I make it bold. They call it the syntax, Gherkin syntax. Given, when, then. That is, given this type of situation, when this particular event happens, then this should happen. Okay. Now, I've created that, and now I scroll down. You can see my name, Oludare Olorunfemi. Okay. Under the linked issue, everyone select relates to. Everybody click on the linked issue, select relates to, and go and click on the downward arrow, relates to, select registration. That is, we are linking this user story to registration epic, so that yours should look like this. linked issue, relates. If you click on the downward arrow, select relates to, and then you pick relates to this. So can you see that what we are doing now is different from the theoretical things that people teach us. You can see we are going practically in doing. That's why when candidates do all these things, that's where when they go for interview, they can be able to convince somebody that, yes, I can work with your developer in India, I can work with your developer in Ukraine, I can work with your developer in Canada by having this knowledge. But because you are hearing it for the first time, if you are hearing for the first time, it might be strange, but by the time you are watching this video next, you will grasp it. Please, sir, there is nothing under select issue for me to. Under select issue, no, there should be, you select relates to first, under the linked issue. Under your select issue, there should be the things you have opened. If there's nothing, then leave it. It means you probably didn't create your epic properly. If there's nothing there, don't worry. Okay, down, scroll down. Then we select the priority. Maybe we can put the priority in highest. Okay, fantastic. Then under label, select label, everybody. Under select label, let's call it registration. Type registration. It's a new label. Yes, select it as a new label, registration. That is, when you are searching for something, that's where you can use it to filter all the tasks that relate to this label, registration. Okay. Now, everybody click on create. Click on create. So we have created our user story. You can see it here now. You can see it here now. The user story is under registration epic. Now, one quick thing we'll do under the next 5 minutes and we are going is this. On the top here, everybody, on the top, you see this blue. Don't worry, if you are lost, if anybody is lost from this point now, we have just 5 minutes more. Don't worry, you can watch it in the recording. Don't worry, just watch me. In the create on top here, everybody click on it. Click on it. It's the same thing, you see now, it's the same thing like we did before. But instead, let's create one more. Instead of user story, let's create a task. Let's create a task. Instead of user story, let's create a task. Select a task. And let's call the task. Let's call the task. Prepare process flow diagram. Prepare process flow diagram. Okay, the YouTube link again. Just 1 second, guys. Somebody want the YouTube video again. You can see it's a comprehensive video. Where is Jira? Let me go and lose what we're working on. Okay. So let me drop it. I've dropped it again on the chat. If anybody has not picked it, that's the video. I've dropped it now. It's so hard to just scroll up. All this is delaying the class and there's no time. Yes. Okay, guys. Now, prepare process flow diagram. Everyone put that, prepare process flow diagram. Now, is a task. If you want to put a picture to let the person realize, you add a picture. Don't forget, it's just for clarity. The description, you can just put process flow, the picture, process flow diagram in the description. We are not putting any other thing. We're not putting any other thing. But select an epic in the under epic link. Everybody scroll to epic link for our task. Go and link it to an epic. Go and link it to registration. Link it to registration. And create. Link it to registration and create. You see, we now have two issues. You see now, we now have two issues. I told us about the color scheme. Guys, the green, the one that has green, what is the name of the issue that has green label? You know, we have two, one green, one blue. The one that has green, what is the name, guys?
User story.
User story. That is user story. Somebody is saying epic. No. Epic is the one with purple. Look at it. Look at it here, guys. Issue types. The 4 issue types that we have. The 4 issue types that we have. See. Epic is purple. That's how you can know epic straight away without any story. It's purple. The one that is blue is a task. That's the smallest. The one that is green is a story. And the one that is red is a bug. That is system error. Are we good? Don't forget the color scheme. Epic is purple. Green is story. Red is bug. Blue is task. Okay. Now, let's create one more task. Let's call it, let's say the summary is prepare business case. Let's say that's the task. Prepare business case. Just for fun, quickly, guys, because of our time. Prepare business case. Go to summary, prepare business case. We are not filling any other detail. My name is Oludare Olorunfemi. I'm not changing any other thing. Under the epic, select epic and registration, guys. Select epic and registration. And then we create. So this is, can you see, when we have done that, can you see our create sprint has now come alive? That's what I want us to do before we go tonight, to create a sprint. So we now have a sprint that is running. Guys, our team has a sprint. Because we have created user story, epic, and task. And the product owner can now prioritize and say, prepare business case is very urgent. Move it up. Can you see the way I can move it? You can click on your mouse pad and move it on top. That means that's the priority that the team must select. My sprint is not alive. If the sprint is not alive, are you sure? Click on backlog. Click on backlog. You should see create sprints. You should see it here. If you have created the epic and the user story, it should come alive. Offer it. It should come alive. Can you talk? Offer it. Can you talk?
Yes, I can. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. What's happening?
Okay, so I have the registration, I have I have the user story and the 2 tags I've created, but the create sprint is still not in blue like yours.
Yes. Okay, don't worry, because it could have been because there was a time I click on create sprint. It could be the reason. So now go to active sprints. Everybody,
Okay.
click active sprints. Click on active sprints. You won't see any sprints there yet. I just wanted you to shift position. Click on your backlog again. Then you should see create sprint. Click on create sprint. You should see, even if it is not highlighted, but click on create sprint on the top right there. Have you done that?
Yes, when I click on it, nothing happens.
Okay. Can you share your screen? Is it possible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll stop sharing before, and that's the last thing we'll do, and then we go. Precious, your hand is up. What's happening?
I have a question, sir.
Yes, please.
So does it mean under every epic we create, we have to have a user story and a task?
Don't forget, we said epic is a big chunk of what needs to be done that must be broken down. So if you have an epic, how are we going to do the work? It's just like foundation. Have you seen where they're doing foundation before?
Yes, sir.
It's like somebody saying, we want to do foundation, but we don't want to break it down to pieces. We don't want to start digging. We don't want to start mixing concrete. We don't want to start a laying block, but we want to do foundation. Is it possible to just do foundation as the word? Just do foundation. Is it possible?
No, sir.
The same thing. Epic will be useless unless they can break it down to user stories and tasks. Do you get the point? The same way, foundation will be useless if we can dig the ground, mix the concrete, pour the concrete, put the block on it. So it must be something you can decompose. So any epic must be decomposed into user stories and tasks. Do you get the point now?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Monilade. Monilade.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Okay, so I'm sorry to drag back because when we created all the issues, mine created, but when after clicking relate to, nothing came out. So I'm not even able to relate to this page you're on, talk less of creating sprint.
No, if you didn't relate it to anything, no problem. At that point, you can still do it. What you will need to do is that for everyone, for instance, let's say I create a task now. I don't want to do it to explain that thing now. I create a task, and let's say I call the task draw diagram. That's just the thing. I just want any task, just draw diagram. Let's assume that's the epic. That's the task I'm creating. Draw diagram. Okay. There is no linkage. I decided not to link it to anything. I create it. Now, draw diagram. You see, this draw diagram. If you double click any of the things, double click any of the tasks, guys, any of the items, it will open up like this. It will open up like this. You can now scroll down in the details. You can scroll down on the details. Under more field, you can see epic link there and go and link it to an epic. Under more, if you see epic link, Monilade, if you see epic link, if you click on that drop down, you should see the epic you have created, unless you did not create epic.
So after clicking on more fields, I only have original estimate, time cracking.
No, it should be before more fields. Your epic link should be before more fields.
Okay, yes.
Click on the epic link. You should see registration that you created earlier.
Yes, it's there, sir.
Okay, select it. Yeah, good. Margaret? Yeah. Margaret?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My own is related to what she just explained now, but then I tried when you were explaining to her, I still didn't get it. Like when I tried to click the relate to, there was nothing to relate to.
Yes, go and double click that particular user story or task, double click it, and when it opens on the right hand side, like I'd say, scroll through it.
That means I should just go, cancel what I'm doing and go back to the beginning.
No. Where you are now, what can you see? Can you see the tasks? Are you?
I tried to create that issue and I tried to write that giving that and when, but then when I went down to click relate to, and I wanted to select an issue, there was no issue to select.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not compulsory. It's an optional thing. Now, go and or your three.
Just create.
Just create, yes. It's an optional something. It's not compulsory. So create now. So okay, what you created now, double click the thing you created now. Double click it now. And on the right hand side, scroll gently and look for epic link. That is to ensure that it is linked, is connected to an epic. That's the meaning of it. Double
Yes,
click
I
it.
saw Epic Link registration.
So it's connected already to registration. So you are good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And I think all questions have been answered, guys.
No,
Good.
sir, I don't know if you can see my screen. I'm sharing my screen. Is off already.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so if you see the create sprint, mine is not blue.
Click on the create sprint. Just click on it. I told you it doesn't have to be blue. Scroll down a bit. Now, drag prepare business case up into that place of create sprint. Drag it up more, drag it up more, drop it. Your team have selected one task to perform. Drag the other one. Let's assume these are the two things your team have capacity to do. You didn't drag it very well. No. What did you do? What did you do? Scroll up.
Here, I have both of them.
No, you have done sprint 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you only need one sprint. You have not even done one sprint. You are doing 2, 3, 4. Just hold on. Take it back from sprint 3.
Okay, should I drag it down?
Drag it down to sprint 1. Sprint. No, sprint.
I don't know why it's showing us sprint 4.
Scroll up. Okay. Sprint 1. That's it on top. That's your sprint. So we can come with our questions tomorrow, guys. We can come with our questions tomorrow. You can see the practical is very, very interesting. We can come with our questions tomorrow. I just want us to kick off this sprint tonight, but we can come. So drag the task to where you see sprint 1.
Okay.
Drag the task up to sprint 1. Drag it there. Yeah. Go and drag the other ones. Drag all of them into sprint 1. Yeah. No, you didn't drag it. You didn't drop it properly. Yes. Okay. Go and take the third one. Yeah. So those are the tasks that your team said they will finish in that sprint. Good. So this is where we are closing for tonight. So before we go, we kickstart our sprint. Now, click on Start Sprint. Sprint, like we've said, could be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So click on the downward arrow of duration, the duration. So let's assume we all choose 1 week sprint. Select 1 week sprint. And then you see that the end date, it has already mapped it to 1 week from today, and it has grayed it out. There will be a sprint goal. So call your sprint goal, everybody. Registration. So our sprint goal is to enable registration, to enable registration features. Okay, that's it, guys. Now scroll down. You can see it said there are 5 working days in this sprint. Scroll down. Scroll up.
This is the end of the page. Okay.
Scroll up again. Start the sprint. I think it's in your, make your screen to be full.
My screen is actually full.
Yeah, scroll up again. Because it does not have a value for the estimate field. Because we've not done something. Okay, let me take it over because of our time. We have 1 more minute to go, guys, because of our time. Let me show us that we can start that tomorrow.